Woody has always believed that a toy's greatest purpose is to be loved by a child. But when one damaged arm leaves him forgotten on a shelf, he is offered another future, one where he can never break, never be thrown away, and never watch Andy grow up. The only price is leaving everyone who came to bring him home. For Woody, the decision is not simply between Andy and the museum. It is between accepting a meaningful life that will eventually end and protecting himself from every future loss. That fear follows him through the entire journey, even when his friends finally stand directly in front of him. Far away in space, Buzz Lightyear races toward Emperor Zurg's hidden fortress. He blasts through an army of robots, avoids several traps, and crosses a collapsing floor using a special flying belt. But when he reaches the power source, he discovers it is only a hologram. Zurg appears and defeats him almost instantly. The battle suddenly disappears, revealing that Rex has been playing a Buzz Lightyear video game in Andy's room. Nearby, Woody is searching desperately for his missing hat. Andy is taking him to cowboy camp, and Woody wants everything to be perfect. The toys help him look, while Rex accidentally changes the television channel to a commercial for Al's Toy Barn, hosted by a man in a chicken costume. Slinky finds the hat, and Woody relaxes. Andy enters the room and plays with his toys before leaving, but during the game, Woody's arm catches and the stitching tears. Andy looks at the damage and decides Woody cannot come to camp. Instead of going with him, Woody is placed on the shelf. And if you enjoy movie recaps that follow every important turn, subscribe, because Woody's real trouble has only begun. That night, Woody dreams that Andy returns, sees the torn arm, and throws him away. He wakes in panic and finds another toy beside him. It is Wheezy, a small penguin who has been missing for months. His squeaker broke, and because he could no longer call for help, he was forgotten on the shelf. Before Woody can help him, Andy's mother begins collecting old items for a yard sale. Wheezy is picked up and carried outside. Woody refuses to let his friend be sold. He calls Buster into the room, climbs onto the dog's back, and rides to the yard sale. He reaches the box, frees Wheezy, and sends him back toward the house. But Woody falls from Buster and lands on one of the sale tables. A large man immediately notices him. He studies Woody carefully and offers money, but Andy's mother refuses because Woody is not for sale. She places him inside a box and turns away. The stranger creates a distraction, opens the box, steals Woody, and runs to his car. Buzz sees everything from the window and races outside. He manages to grab the car but loses his grip as Woody is carried away. Back in Andy's room, the toys gather clues. Buzz remembers the symbol on the car and connects it to the chicken from the television commercial. The thief is Al, the owner of Al's Toy Barn. Buzz forms a rescue team with Slinky, Rex, Ham, and Mr. Potato Head. They leave the house determined to return before Andy comes home. Meanwhile, Al takes Woody to his apartment and places him inside a glass display case. Woody immediately searches for an escape, but his damaged arm makes climbing difficult. A toy horse suddenly charges from the darkness and carries him deeper into the apartment. There, Woody meets Jessie, Bullseye, and an old Prospector toy still sealed inside his box. They are thrilled to see him, but Woody has no idea who they are. They show him shelves filled with records, posters, lunchboxes, games, and other merchandise bearing his face. Woody learns that he was once the star of a television show called Woody's Roundup. He watches old episodes of himself riding with Jessie and Bullseye, saving people and defeating villains. For the first time, Woody understands why Al stole him. He is the missing piece of a valuable collection. Al has arranged to sell the complete set to a museum in Japan. Woody refuses because he already belongs to Andy. Jessie becomes upset. Without Woody, the museum will reject them, and she, Bullseye, and the Prospector will return to storage. Before Woody can leave, Al comes back to photograph the collection. While moving him, Al accidentally tears Woody's damaged arm completely off. Al panics and calls a repairman. That night, Woody sees the arm inside Al's pocket and tries to retrieve it while the man sleeps. Just as he reaches it, the television suddenly turns on. Al wakes, forcing Woody to rush back to the display case. Afterward, Woody accuses Jessie of using the remote, but she denies it. Meanwhile, Buzz and the others continue across the city. When some of them begin losing hope, Buzz reminds them that Woody once risked everything to save him. They cannot abandon their friend now. The group reaches the road outside Al's Toy Barn, but several lanes of traffic stand between them and the entrance. Buzz creates a plan using orange traffic cones as cover. Hidden underneath, the toys move slowly across the street, while cars swerve around them. The crossing causes confusion, but they stay together and finally reach the store. Back at the apartment, the repairman arrives. He sews Woody's arm into place, removes the dirt, repairs his face, and restores his paint. He even covers the faded writing on the bottom of Woody's boot. Woody now looks brand new. Al is delighted with the result and takes the photographs he needs for the sale. Woody, however, cares only about getting back to Andy before anyone realizes he is missing. Inside the store, Buzz finds an aisle filled with newer Buzz Lightyear toys. One display model wears the flying belt from Rex's game. When Buzz tries to take it, the other Buzz attacks him. This new model believes he is a real space ranger and sees Andy's Buzz as an imposter. The display Buzz wins the fight and locks the real Buzz inside a box. When the rescue team passes, they mistake the new model for their friend and take him with them. At Al's apartment, Woody prepares to leave. Before going, he asks Jessie why storage frightens her so much. Jessie explains that she once belonged to a girl named Emily. They played together for years, but Emily eventually grew older and stopped caring about toys. Jessie was left under a bed, forgotten, and later placed inside a donation box. Woody finally understands why Jessie is terrified of being abandoned again. The prospector warns Woody that Andy will also grow up. His arm may break again, and one day Andy may no longer want him. The museum offers safety. Behind glass, Woody will never be damaged, discarded, or forgotten. Remembering his nightmare, Woody changes his mind and agrees to stay. At the toy store, Woody's friends see Al preparing for a flight to Japan. They hide inside his bag, believing it will lead them to Woody. The real Buzz escapes his box and follows Al back toward the apartment, accidentally releasing an Emperor Zurg toy during the chase. The rescue team reaches Al's building, but the apartment is several floors above them. They climb through the ventilation system and travel along the elevator shaft, following every possible route toward Woody. The real Buzz catches up and finds his friends following the wrong version of him. He proves his identity by showing Andy's name written beneath his foot. Together, they reach the apartment. Buzz expects Woody to be relieved, but Woody announces that he is going to Japan. He explains that without him, Jessie, Bullseye, and the prospector will be trapped in storage. He also admits he is afraid of returning damaged and eventually being thrown away. Buzz reminds Woody that a toy is not meant to stand behind glass. A toy exists to be loved by a child. Woody still refuses. With nothing more to say, Buzz and the others leave. Woody watches another episode of Woody's Roundup. On the screen, his character promises never to abandon his friends. The words make Woody look down at his boot. He scrapes away the fresh paint covering Andy's name and calls Buzz back. Woody has changed his mind. He is returning home and he invites Jessie and Bullseye to come with him. Jessie hesitates because being loved again means risking another heartbreak. Woody cannot promise that Andy will never grow up, but he promises their time together will still matter. Jessie and Bullseye agree. The prospector does not. For the first time, he steps out of his box and blocks the air vent. He reveals that he turned on the television when Woody tried to recover his arm. The prospector has spent his entire life unopened and unwanted. He refuses to lose his chance to become a museum exhibit. Before Buzz can reach them, Al returns, packs the collection into his luggage, and leaves for the airport. The rescue team races after him through the elevator shaft. On the way down, they encounter the Zurg toy that followed Buzz. The duplicate Buzz confronts him, only for Zurg to claim he is Buzz's father. Rex accidentally knocks Zurg down the shaft, allowing the others to continue. When they reach the lobby, Al is already driving away. The toys take control of a Pizza Planet delivery truck and follow him to the airport. Inside, they hide in a pet carrier and enter the baggage area without being noticed. The conveyor system is enormous, carrying hundreds of nearly identical suitcases in different directions. With Al's luggage already moving farther away, the toys have no choice but to split up and search each possible bag. Buzz finally finds Al's bag, but the prospector attacks him from inside. Woody fights back, yet the prospector is stronger. He tears the newly repaired stitching in Woody's arm and threatens to cause more damage. Buzz and the others arrive in time to overpower him. They place the prospector inside a little girl's backpack, where he is surrounded by toys covered in drawings and paint. Bullseye is freed, but Jessie remains trapped inside Al's luggage, which is already moving toward the airplane. Woody and Buzz ride Bullseye through the baggage area, chasing the cart before it reaches the aircraft. Woody leaps from Bullseye onto the moving luggage, climbs across the cases, and manages to board the plane before Jessie is carried away. He opens Al's luggage and frees Jessie, but the cargo door closes before they can escape. The plane begins moving. Woody leads Jessie toward the landing gear. They climb down while the aircraft gains speed, but Woody slips and nearly damages his arm again. Buzz and Bullseye race beneath them. Using his pull string, Woody swings away from the plane with Jessie, and they land safely on Bullseye moments before the aircraft takes off. When Andy returns home, he finds Jessie and Bullseye among his toys and happily welcomes them. Andy repairs Woody's arm himself. The stitching is not perfect, but Woody does not care. He is home, and Andy's name is still on his boot. The alien toys rescued during the journey also join the family, while Wheezy receives a working squeaker and celebrates by singing. Later, Woody and Buzz watch Andy playing outside. Buzz asks whether Woody is still worried about Andy growing up. Woody knows that day will come, but he no longer wants to hide from it. Being loved may not last forever, yet that does not make the time meaningless. And when Andy eventually moves on, Woody knows Buzz will still be beside him. Subscribe for more movie recaps and comment whether you would return to Andy or choose the safety of the museum.